everyone, welcome back to another Keep It Reet YouTube video. To another spicy episode, PSI 60. Ooh. So if you didn't see the last video we did on this VL wagon that we got real cheap, we chopped the springs, slapped it on some SIGs and welded the diff. It is now a build and you can post it on Instagram and say built not bought. But yeah, you ask, what do you do once you've chopped springs and welded diffs? You put on a turbo. That's what we're going to be doing in this one. Not just any turbo. Oh, I just ripped my pants. Is that a blowout? The big truck turbo. So this is a hypergear turbo. It might look familiar from the time we bolted it onto our AU Falcon Ute. Fed it a kebab. Insert a clip here. Spicy. So yeah, this turbo's had a hard life, but it's still gonna push mad boost into our RB30. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be dodgy. We got some of our leftover J-pipe and intercooler piping from when we did the AU Ute. So we're gonna use a little bit of that, and we're basically just gonna be same sort of deal. Super cheap, super quick, super ghetto. J-piping off the bottom of the extractors, running some pipe up, putting a massive turbo here and sending it to the moon. We're gonna get this thing on a drag strip and run a quarter mile. Might even spray a little bit of Knolls in there.
I need NOS.
Amateurs don't use nitrous oxide. I've seen the way you drive. You got a heavy foot.
And it's gonna be gang. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click the like button down there if you're new or you've been here for a while.
The next day.
Oh, we're back. It's another day. Got myself some new pants that aren't ripped, so that's good.
Big blue pants when you no longer care.
It's a big old turbo. Yeah. Not bad. I think we're gonna put an intercooler on it. Just more volume in the charge piping, more dose. I don't think this little 30E is going to have the grunt to get that big turbo to dose, especially because it does have the anti-surge front housing. There is a cheat code to that. Have an intake pipe that's like basically fits inside of that cone, so you can jam a pipe in there. So basically it bypasses the anti-surge, and then you have a silicone joiner from there down to your small pipe. And you can bypass the anti-surge and get mad dose noises. So maybe we'll have to do that. I think we'll do that. Yeah, that's that. Bloody work of art, I know. If you want any custom manifolds, let me know. I'm your guy, clearly. But yeah, oil. This motor does actually have oil and water provisions on the side of the block, which I wasn't expecting, so I'm not really using them. Oil pressure sender on the other side, same as most motors we work on. Rip that out, chuck a fitting in there, that'll feed oil for that turbo. That just turns the light on your dash, says you got no oil pressure towing curve. So we use that, and then on this side, in the bottom of the block, they actually had this bung, which I'm going to be using. So it had that for an oil drain. Went down to the factory, to the graveyard of blown RBs, and pulled out a turbo oil drain out of the side of one of the blocks. That's just same thread. So that'll screw straight in. That'll do our oil drain. Oil done. This turbo doesn't have coolant lines running to it, no water cooled, mainly probably because it's not a ball bearing turbo, so it doesn't need it. Is it gonna spin it?
This turbo has swallowed a whole kebab.
Yeah, it swallowed a whole kebab while being pumped with the trinity of HSP sources. But yeah, I think love it. Hey, we'll sit her on limiter, and it'll re-loop the bearings. Alright, we'll keep cranking. Yeah, I'll do the oil lines. I'll probably weld that J-pipe down on the end of the extractors. And might look at putting an intercooler on it, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't really be a VL if it didn't have like the mad low intercooler. So maybe we'll go like the next level of low intercooler. We'll like sit it on the ground.
Some of your best work.
I might take some photos and put it on Instagram. Check out this custom manifold, bruhs. VL turbo. Ish. That's where we're at. We'll be dosing in no time.
The next day.
Is the turbo even spinning? It might not.
Yeah, it spat for a split second, it spat a bunch of shit out. Ooh!
This pipe's like dangerously close. Might have to change a little bit of R&D. Yeah, the boys! Oh my days! She's fuely as.
It works.
It runs better than the AU did. Yeah, that's the cooler.
It is.
Let's go. What is this? Let's hit the streets. Let's go chop. Chop something. I don't know what we're chopping. What are you chopping? What are you chopping a VL? Yeah, it's leaking coolant. It already had that. It's not related to the turbo kit, so I might have to fix that. Well, I'm impressed.
Same.
You impressed?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Impressed?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Obviously the turbo's not spinning. I'm trying to run some oil through it because the turbo was fed a kebab while being fed to the Trinity of Sauces. Well, that's a major success. Happy with that. I am going to work out what I'm doing about the exhaust. I'm not gonna up the fuel pressure yet. Maybe I should, I don't know. Running fuely as down low, the turbo's not spinning. So it's gonna be quite hard to get it to run properly because there's gonna be like, if we up the fuel pressure, it's gonna be way too much fuel down low. Might just send it, go pinging down the Reet, piston out the block or something. I don't know. But hit a like button because it started. Anyway, we'll come back soon with an update. Everyone's hating on my creation.
Oh, look at the intercooler. It looks so much better.
Boost gauge. Yeah, it's got a boost gauge.
Brendan,
Oh, yeah. Is 35 enough?
Not bad, huh?
oh, that's the exhaust.
It just dumped straight down. It's the best I could come up with. It's a bit of a work of art. It's not finished yet. We installed the boost gauge. I blocked the lines going to the fuel vapor canister because I don't really want to explode the canister because now we're running boost. Still waiting on a check valve for the brake booster, so yeah, but it's a bit of a work of art. I couldn't quite do up all the nuts on the turbo manifold, but a little bit of a exhaust leak can be our boost control since we don't have a wastegate, so no issues there. About ready for a test drive. I want to see if it works.
Surely we can get a
Few
quick
issues.
poll in the comments too as to how low this has to be.
Jason
mounted.
reckons the intercooler is supposed to be hard up. I went for the extra droop.
100%.
That's the one
You
I
have to.
Went the extra
I've got to
droop.
have it down there.
I'm happy you just yeet that on the driveway.
So, fuel system hasn't been touched yet, so I haven't upped the fuel pressure yet. We just need a baseline of what we're working with here. Haven't retarded the timing yet on the dizzy, so it might blow up. Haven't gapped any plugs down or anything like that, so as soon as we see a little bit of boost, it'll probably all turn to shit. But I want to hit the streets and show off my fresh whip, so that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll do a bit of R&D from there, I reckon. Need the baseline. Let's hit the streets. First test drive. Let's go. our exhaust manifold is on the ground.
Instant, you weren't even anywhere near the edge.
Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go. Why is it scrubbing so bad? The springs haven't seated properly or something, and it's oh, it's smoking it. Back to the factory. We'll be back. Let's see. I'll see if I can still get it on boost. Why doesn't it want to make boost? I think the turbo's too big. We need NAS!
You know, let's make it two. Canary, I need it by tonight.
I think we made a couple pounds. Oh my days.
He's like, ooh, water.
Bum bum. We failed. But don't worry, I have a solution. So unfortunately, the big mama turbo, I think she's a little tired from being fed the kebab and HSP sauces. I've got it spinning freely. Like, it spins nicely. Actually spins really nicely. Interesting. It's gotten a lot better. Maybe it just needs more running. Actually spins quite nicely, that's strange. I wasn't expecting that. It's had a bit of running, I put fresh fuel in it, injector cleaner, sealed up anything that could be leaking, and on the brake, I can like maybe get 3 PSI on maximum load. With no brake, 0 PSI, so no deal. Yeah. Anyway, I think the turbo's tired, or the old 30E, just can't spool it. Don't know. But we have a solution. We are down here at Reet. We're sponsored by Hypergear Turbos. That is a Hypergear Turbo. They usually work when you don't feed them kebabs, but oof! This is the pinnacle of Hypergear turbos. This is an ADR 43, really good for the old RB engine. All the response, all the boost, and we got one chilling on the bench. So I think I'll put this on. This is the turbo we put on the Ute when we did the ghetto kit on that. It does have an internal wastegate, so I was contemplating it, but it's not very cool. So I probably won't put that on. Go to bigger girl. Ball bearing, which means I have to run water lines. That's ebb. Don't want to do, but yeah, that is going on there. T51 R mod. It's gonna make all the crispy noises. We need to boost so we can send the old girl to the moon and run a 8-second quarter mile. That's where we're at. We get this on there and we can go chop some falcons down Wagon Street. Let's do it. Ooh, my marvelous Croatian.
Croatian.
Croatian. He's a Croatian Croatian. Crustacean. Caucasian. Menstruation. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by my poor English and these two Muppets, voila! Stage 1 is complete. This is not her final form, so don't freak out. But what I've done, we've got a copper dose pipe, 3-inch straight. It's what I found really quickly because I'm just trying to get it done. I gapped the plugs down. I took a socket to the top of that, I pulled it off and smacked it, so hopefully that will up our fuel pressure just a little bit. I obviously got the ATR 43 on there now because the big mama didn't want to spool up. And we've now got some boost control as well. I'll lift it up and we'll have a look.
If anyone needs a turbo kit done, just DM Jesse Scott on Instagram.
Jay Scott drifts, get it right.
Jay Scott drifts, my bad.
Jay Scott used to drift.
Jay Scott was.
Hit him up for his stage 1 VL turbo kit.
Some of my finest work once again. Let me tell you.
I'm pretty happy with it.
My creation. Damn, girl. So that's the wastegate and scram pipe. We just pulled off the AU100. Turns out it was too small for that once that got a Haltech, and I don't know if that video's out yet, but anyway, it's besides the point. It's a Turbo Smart Hypergate 45, beautifully attached to my J pipe, and yeah, it's a bloody work of art. I don't know what's so funny. I think it's pretty good. That's $200 an hour right there. That's what that's worth.
Mate,
How much you come well for me?
all I can say is
That's
this is what your work looks like when you don't smoke meth. Imagine all the untapped potential.
Not wrong. Anyway, it's the people pleaser shooting straight out the side. Got our vac line running all the way up to the intake manifold, and yeah, that's all she wrote really.
People pleaser.
Anyway, let's hit the streets, hit Lygon Street and go chop some falcons in our freshly turbo VL Commodore wagon. Those could be better. Probably not quite enough pipe. That's alright, we'll see what it's like down Lygon Street. We're away, boys! I heard the gate open. Might need to put a boost tee in. We've got a 5 PSI spring in the wastegate. Get on the brake boost. Auto's doing weird things. Just decided to slam back to first gear when I was trying to brake boost it. I think we might need to put a boost here, and it's not quite hitting much boost.
Actually went not too bad.
I mean, it's hitting gate pressure quite nicely, hitting 5 pound. So we'll put a boost tee in, turn it up a little bit, and then yeah, see if we can get a little skid going back at the factory. Let's do that. What, you got like 3 pound, 2 pound?
No, it didn't very much.
It was like 2 or 3 pairs. Alright, we need a boost controller. That's fine. No problemo.
The Kang Gang Summonats, they're on.
Nah, I need to put a boost tee in it. It's only hitting like 2 or 3 pound. This will solve all our problems. I should have put it in the cabin so we can like on the fly make changes.
Yeah,
full straight
low
tunable.
boost, high boost.
Yeah, it's got boost by gear. Turn it on each gear.
Alright, let's see what she'll do.
Is that an NA Barrett? Stank.
That was gay! That was only if we put a boost in because we were only hitting like 3 pound and she was like 5 or 6. She was screaming. That was gay!
That's all I heard.
That was tough. That was tough.
Jazzy, 5 minutes ago. It'll last ages. It's like the Inter, bruh. These motors are shat, NA. They hate it. Mixed it. Put the big tours back on.
That's not exactly what you want coming out of the exhaust.
Oh!
Here we go!
Smoke rings, but
It's fun. Oh well. I don't think that's the end for the VL. It still loves it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna get this thing to run a 1/4 mile still. So if that means a new head gasket, then that means a new head gasket. It will go down the strip.
I'm trying to convince him. Oh, that's boring. No one cares about a little shat turbo. We want the big boy on there. So surely compound turbo, head gasket, head stuff, cram the boost down it. Mystery and ECU, injector. That's all you need, man.
Do we feed the big turbo with the little turbo? Or do we just send that turbo will like make lots of steam?
Comment down below.
Let us know.
Compound or run it as it is. I think I know who's gonna win.
Thanks to Hypergear Turbos for sponsoring this video. Anyway, that's it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more VL action.
I'm a majaz.
This is not the end.